Good morning students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class we are going to start with our new concept called kinds of quadrilateral. You can take page number 44 in your NCERT textbook children and you can listen to the topics. Okay. You have taken page number 44 children. First we are going to discuss about the kinds of quadrilateral. You know what is meant by a quadrilateral? It is actually a four-sided polygon. Okay, it is a four-sided polygon. That quadrilateral also is divided into many types. Okay, so that we are going to study here. Four-sided polygon, so which means it will be of four line segments. Okay, it is some closed figure which is made up of line segments. That line segments is also only 4 will be there. More than that nothing will be there. Like this, square is one quadrilateral, rectangle is one quadrilateral, parallelogram is one quadrilateral. So it is a four-sided polygon. Polygon means you know, right? It is a simple closed curve made up of line segments. Okay, there we are going to learn about the kinds of quadrilateral. Okay children, the first type which we are going to learn is trapezium, or we also call it as trapezoid. Okay, we can call it as trapezoid also, trapezium also. It is also a quadrilateral with four. It is also a quadrilateral, okay, which has one pair of parallel sides. It will be having one pair of parallel sides. Okay, it will have at least one pair of parallel sides. So I'll give you a diagram. Okay, I'll just show you. The parallel means what? Two lines are said to be parallel. They never intersect each other. It will be going on and it will never intersect each other at any situation. So this trapezium will be having at least one pair of parallel sides. One pair means what? This side and this side are parallel to each other. So when I draw a line like this, see, both the lines are parallel to each other. Okay, but this line sometimes need not be parallel to each other. So this is one trapezium. So this is parallel. This line segment and this line segment is parallel to each other. So listen children, it is a quadrilateral, but the only condition is with a pair of parallel side. Pair means what? Two. So this is one side, this is one side. These two sides are parallel to each other. So that is what explained in your trapezium. Okay. See here. In this is trapezium because this side and this side are parallel to each other. But this side and this side is not parallel. That we don't want. We want at least one pair of parallel sides. And this side and this side are parallel to each other. So see here, this is parallel, this is parallel. This is parallel, these are all trapeziums. But here listen, this is not trapezium because they don't have any parallel sides. Here we have a parallel side, but it is not a quadrilateral. Because I told you it should be a quadrilateral, right? But here we have 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Here this is also don't have a parallel side. So these are all not a trapezium. So you can see trapezium in many real life applications children. Your popcorn cup, when you go to the movies, right, you will get a popcorn cup, right? So that is actually a 3 dimension of a trapezium. Okay, likewise you can see many real life application related to trapezium. So trapezium is what? It is nothing but it is a quadrilateral with a pair, which means it should have at least one pair of parallel sides. Okay, parallel sides. It need not be an equal side. It should be parallel. It should not intersect at any point. Okay. Next kind of quadrilateral which we are going to discuss is about kite. Kite is also a quadrilateral. Okay, kite is also a quadrilateral, which means it should have a 4 sides. Okay, kite will also have 4 sides, but the thing is adjacent sides are equal. Okay, adjacent sides are equal, which means, for example, I'll draw you a kite diagram. See, A, B, C, D. Okay, actually when I see this, it is a 4-sided figure. Okay, it has 4-sided figure, right? In this, AD and AB is equal, and CD and CB are equal. See, listen, AB equal to AD and CD is equal to CB. So adjacent means what? Near sides. This side and this side is near to each other. So kite means the 2 sides which is near to that will be equal. These 2 sides are equal, these 2 sides are equal. So in kite is actually a quadrilateral where adjacent sides are equal. Okay, so that's the only only difference in the kite. Usually we will be learning opposite sides are equal, all the sides are equal. In square, all the sides are equal. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. But in kite, adjacent sides are equal. Okay, understood? Adjacent means what? Near. Adjacent sides are equal. Adjacent sides are equal. Understood? So this is the kite definition. Next is a parallelogram. Parallelogram. In that word itself, we can get one word, parallel. Okay, in this word itself, you can get another one word called parallel. Okay, parallelogram, which means it is also a quadrilateral, children, because it has 4 sides. Okay, it is a quadrilateral where opposite sides are parallel. Okay, opposite sides are parallel. In a trapezium, only one pair of parallel sides. Okay, it will be having only one pair of parallel sides. But in parallelogram, both the sides should be parallel. Okay, this side also should be parallel. These 2 opposite sides should be parallel. Likewise, these 2 opposite sides should be parallel. So parallelogram means what? Opposite sides are parallel. Okay, and it do not have 90 degree as angle. Okay, do not have 90 degree as angle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal and parallel also, is it? But it will be having 90 degree. But here, opposite sides are parallel, but it is not 90 degree. It is not 90 degree. Okay, see, we are not getting 90 degree in this diagram. Parallelogram means what? It is a quadrilateral, children, where opposite sides are parallel. In trapezium, only one opposite side is parallel. Okay, only one opposite side will be parallel, not both. Okay, kite means adjacent sides are equal. Okay, parallel is different from equal. Parallel means it moves in the same path, same direction, where it do not touch each other. Equal means if it is 3 cm, na, this also 3 cm. If it is 5 cm, this also 5 cm. So this is equal and this is parallel. So opposite sides are parallel means it is parallelogram, where it don't have 90 degree as their angles. Okay, so it is actually a 4-sided figure. Okay, children. Next topic is element of parallelogram. You can turn the page, children. Elements of parallelogram. So here, what are the elements? Actually, these elements all you have learned in your previous classes. First is opposite sides. You know what are the opposite side? This line segment is actually your sides. So actually, PQ is opposite to SR. Is it? So the line segment PQ, you should write like this only. Line segment na, above that wordings you should put one bar. Okay, PQ is opposite to SR. Then PS is opposite to QR. Is it? PS, if you are reading like this, PS means QR, you should say. Okay, so what are the opposite sides? PQ is opposite to SR. Okay, you should write this bar on the top, children. Then PS above one bar is opposite to QR. Understood? Opposite side. Next, opposite angles. Angles means what symbol you will use? This. Okay, like L you will use. Okay. Angle P is opposite to angle R. Angle P is opposite to angle. This is opposite angles. This angle is opposite to this angle. Angle P is opposite to R. Angle Q is opposite to S. Angle Q is opposite to S. Next, adjacent side. Adjacent side, we have already dealt with adjacent side. What is adjacent side? Near sides. But this side is adjacent to this. This side is adjacent to this. Like near side. So shall I write the adjacent sides now? Yes. PQ side nale you should put one bar above this. PQ is adjacent to PS. Yes. PQ is adjacent to PS. Next, PS is adjacent to SR. Is it? PS is adjacent to SR. Next, SR is adjacent to RQ. Is it? SR is adjacent to RQ. Next, RQ is adjacent to QP. Is it? RQ is adjacent to QP. So, adjacent means what? Near side. Okay, next, adjacent angle. Adjacent angles means what? Near angle. Angle S is adjacent to angle R. Near angle. This angle, this angle. See, S is adjacent to R. You should put this L symbol, okay? S is adjacent to R. R is adjacent to Q. Q is adjacent to P. P is adjacent to angle S. Okay? So, you know what is opposite side? Opposite side are these two sides. Opposite angle means opposite angle which is opposite to each other. Adjacent means near sides. So, near angles are adjacent angles. So, these are the elements of parallelogram. So, when you are learning about the parallelogram, these four things are very important. Okay. Next, we are going to deal with our example number 3. You can take page number 48, children. See, find the perimeter of a parallelogram PQRS. Perimeter means what? We are going to find the length of the boundary. Correct? Perimeter means what? Length of the boundary. So, actually, in parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, right? And parallel also. Is it? Only it don't have 90 degree. Otherwise, it is similar to rectangle. Correct? So, here, opposite sides are equal. So, if it is 12 centimeter, this is also 12 centimeter, right? Is it? If this is 12 centimeter, this is also 12 centimeter. Okay, then, if it is 7 centimeter, this is also 7 centimeter. Is it correct? Yes, because these two are opposite sides. These two are opposite sides. So, if it is 12 centimeter, this is also 12 centimeter because both the opposite sides are equal. And here 7 centimeter means here 7 centimeter because opposite sides are equal. So, if you want to find the perimeter, what you will do? You will add all the four sides because you are going to find the length of the boundary. If it is a square, what you will do? You will write 4a. Okay, you can do the formula. Since it is a parallelogram, or if it is a perimeter of the rectangle, 2 into L plus B you will write. Like that also you can do, no problem. But here I am going to add all the four sides. 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7. Okay, 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7. 19 plus 19, 18, 1, 38. So, 38 centimeter. Perimeter means what? Centimeter. If it is the area, centimeter square. Okay, listen children, why I am doing the since they ask you the perimeter, I am adding all the four sides because perimeter means length of the boundary. Okay, so I am just adding 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7. So, I am getting 38 centimeter. If it is here 12, this is also 12. This is 7, this is also 7. Understood? Example number 3. Angles of parallelogram. Next topic. Okay. This is how you will draw the parallelogram, right? I told you opposite sides are parallel and equal. Okay, but here opposite angles are equal. Okay, in parallelogram what? Opposite angle, this angle and this angle are equal, this angle and this angle are equal. Okay, understood children? In angles of a parallelogram, in parallelogram opposite angles are equal. In rectangle all the angles are 90 degree. Square all the angles are 90 degree. Okay, but in parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Okay children? Next example number 4. Okay, in this, see, in figure BEST is a parallelogram. What they have given, they itself have given that BEST is a parallelogram. We have to find the value of x, y, z. Okay ba? So listen, here x and 100 are opposite sides, correct? So in parallelogram opposite sides are equal, right? So what is the value of x? 100. Why? X is equal to 100 because opposite sides are equal. Okay, in parallelogram you should write like this. In parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So x is opposite to 100. So x oda value is 100. So here you got as 100, right? Okay, now this x and y are corresponding angles. Can you able to see? I'll draw it and show you. If this x and this y looks like this. Yes, x and y. So x is here, after that one straight line, after that only y is there. So x and y are corresponding angles. So this x and y are corresponding angles. So here corresponding angles are equal. Do you remember that definition? Corresponding angles are equal. Last year we have studied. Okay, so x is corresponding. Corresponding means what? One angle, after that you should leave another one angle and you should take another one angle. Okay, one angle, after that you should leave one angle, the next angle. So corresponding angles are equal. So y is equal to 100 because corresponding angles are equal. Is it? Do you remember this definition? So what is the value of y? 100. So x, since it is opposite to each other, we are saying x opposite angles are equal. So x is equal to 100 and this x and y are corresponding. So y is equal to 100 and this y and z are linear pair, right? This one straight line, one arm. So y and z are linear pair. So can we find the linear pair? Yes. 100 plus z is equal to 180 because it is linear pair. Okay, this is 100, this is 100 plus z is equal to 180. Now z is equal to 180 minus 100, z is equal to 80 degree. Okay, listen children. X and 100 are opposite angles are equal. So I found the value of x. By using this x, I am finding y because corresponding angles are equal. Then by using this y, I am finding z because this y and z are linear pair because this is one straight line and one arm. Appo y, z are in linear pair. So y plus z is equal to 180. That's why 100 plus z is equal to 180. Z is equal to 180 minus 100 is equal to 80 degrees. So we found the value of x, y, z. Okay. In example 5, we are before going to the example 5, I am going to teach you one concept. Okay. This is two parallel lines. Do you remember this concept? Last year we have studied. These are two parallel lines and a line segment or line which touches two parallel lines is called transversal. Do you remember that? Yes, two parallel line and one transversal. Okay. In this, these two angles are vertically opposite angles. Yes. This angle and this. Okay, I'll write A, B, C, D. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, these two are two lines, parallel lines, and this is one transversal. Okay, do you remember that? Yes. Here A and C are vertically opposite angles. Yes, angle A and C are vertically opposite angles. B and D are vertically opposite angles. E and G are vertically opposite angles. F and H are vertically opposite angles. Yes. Now, A and E are corresponding angles. Now we have learnt that concept. A and E are corresponding angles. So what is this? B and F are, if you leave one angle in between and if you say this B and F is corresponding angles. C and G are corresponding angles. D and H are corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Yes, do you remember this? Okay. Next, if these four angles is there, no? D, E, F, C. These angles are interior angles. Yes. So interior angles. So alternate interior angles are equal, which means alternate means what? D and F are equal. C and E are equal. Okay. Then A, B, G, H, all exterior angles. So alternate exterior angles are equal. So A and G are equal. B and H opposite angles. Okay. This outside angles and all exterior angles. Inside angles and all interior angles. Okay. In that all opposite angles are equal. Here exterior la opposite angles are equal. But in interior, F and G are linear pair. Like that you can say. Okay. F plus G is equal to 180. That property you have learned. C plus, because interior it lies on the same side of the transversal. This is a transversal. C and F lie on the same side of the transversal. So angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. So this is one rule. So then angle D plus angle E is equal to 180 because these two angles lie on the same side of the transversal. Okay, that this is one rule. Okay, so what are the things we have recalled? Vertically opposite angles. So these two angles, these are vertically opposite angles. Then corresponding angles, one left another. Okay, corresponding angles are equal. Then alternate exterior angles equal, alternate interior angles equals. Then sum of two angles lie on the same side of the transversal. Okay, interior angle, if they lie on the same side of the transversal, if I add those two values, that is 180 degrees. So this is one of the concept which is very, very important. Likewise, in parallelogram also, what they are saying, this is one parallelogram, children. In parallelogram also, if I am saying A, B, C, D now, angle A and angle B, if you add, it is 180 degree it seems, because they are imagining this line as transversal. So if you see like this and this lie on the same side of the transversal. Okay, this side and this side lie on the same side of the transversal. So these two angles, if you add, it is 180 degree. So adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means what? If you add two angles, it should get 180 degree. So adjacent angles means what? Near angles. Near angles, if you add it, you will get 180 degree. So that is our concept. Okay. Actually, this is the parallelogram based upon the question. In a parallelogram, RING, if angle R is equal to 70 degree, find the other angle. So they have given only 70 degree. R only they have given. We want to find the value of ING. Okay. See, angle R is equal to angle N equal to 70 degree. Because these two are opposite angles, right? So if this is 70 degree, this also 70 degree. Appa angle R, angle N, both are 70 degree. Why? Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, now we found this. Okay, can we find this I? Yes, because if I add adjacent angles, it is supplementary. Supplementary means what? If I add two near angles, it is equal to 180. Up R is 70 plus I don't know, so I am putting I. equal to 180. Angle I is equal to 180 minus 70. Angle I is equal to 110 degree. So now have you found the value of I? Yes, 110 degree. So this is also 110 because opposite side angle of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, listen. R we know, so I have find the value of n because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then I find the value of I. How? By using the adjacent angles in a parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles are this angle, this angle are adjacent angles. If I add these two angles, which is equal to 180, so by that I find the value of I. If this is 110 and this is also 110, understood? So I have find the other values also. Understood, children? Today's class we have discussed about the kinds of quadrilateral and few example problems. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.